What's up, Pokemaniacs? This is Mathos97, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Sapphire Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we took on the first half of the Elite Four, and we lost Laser Gator in the fight against Phoebe. Oh, man. But I gotta say, Laser Gator, she fought well. She fought really well, and she took out 4 of Phoebe's 5 ghosts, and pretty much set us up for the victory there. But now looking at things right now, I don't think I really need to heal anyone at this point. I mean, all the moves are looking good. Don't really need to use any ethers or anything right now. And everyone's up at full health. So, let's go ahead and head on to the third member of the Elite Four, which is the Ice-type member. I can't quite remember her name at the moment. Is it like Glacia, maybe, or something like that? Glacia? I don't know. But I know Pinball is basically going to be the ace in this fight. No, what am I saying? What am I saying? That's the next one. Shell Shock is going to be the ace in this fight. But in anticipation of a Celio or a Wall Rain or something that she might have. Wait, I did turn on battle animations last. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Right? Okay, I went through that with too fast before I could see it. But, yeah, in anticipation of that, I'm going to go ahead and send Caitlyn out front. Partially because she has Thunderbolts, and, you know, Return could also possibly come in handy. But that special defense, she's got 144 special defense, and this is before the physical special split, so considering that, most of their attacks will probably be special-based. So I think Caitlyn, if she goes up against a Wall Rain or a Celio, yeah, basically any, like, water-ice type, she should be good. And just off of memory, I remember a Glalie 2 Celios if she doesn't have a Wall Rain in this game, and some other ice types. But was one of them like Snorunt related to Snorunt or something? I'm not sure, but anyway, let's just get into the fight.
Hello, my name is Glacia of the Elite Four. I've traveled from afar to Hoenn so that I may hone my ice skills. But all I have seen are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon. What about you? It would please me to no end if I could go all out against you.
You know, it's weird. She looks kind of older in this this sprite, and yep, it is Glacia. But you know, in the other one, she looks kind of younger. Oh, leads off with the Glalie. Well, my prediction was wrong there, but I think this might actually be a good point to test out Return here. Gonna start off with Hail, I see. I'm trying to think, what would he know at this point, or she, what would Glalie know at this point? Probably something along the lines of Ice Beam. Return, that's really good, a 2-hit KO, I can work with that. So, Return is going to be a pretty viable option for Caitlyn in the future. Ice Beam, let's see how much this does. How's your special defense going to hold up to? Pretty well. The only problem is there that we lose our normal typing, so we don't have Stab here, but I think Return should still be enough to get a knockout. Yes, indeed it was. So we've taken out Glalie there. Next up is the Celio. Now it's Celio. But yeah, I think Caitlyn's still our best bet here. I'm going to have to watch that HP, because, you know, I'm not going to say anything, but if you saw the last episode, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to jinx anything here. Surf, okay. Probably going to heal after that. You know, that wasn't that bad, actually. But let's go ahead and see how much Thunderbolt does. I mean, we don't have Stab, but it is a pretty powerful electric type move. We have the super effectiveness. That did half. That's nice. I can work with that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a Hyper Potion here, because I don't know if Caitlyn can survive another Surf. I mean, barring you-know-what. But I think, you know, otherwise I think Caitlyn would do pretty well. But let's just go ahead and heal her up to full strength once. And then, you know, oh, Body Slam. That's interesting. Oh, now we're paralyzed. Alright, this isn't good. This is not good. This is going to take away the possible ease of this Pokemon battle right here. This Celio, but it's going to fire back with a Surf. Alright, Thunderbolt. This should be the knockout right here. Hopefully she doesn't go to her next Celio, because if she does, I really don't know what I'm going to do at this point. And that is exactly what she is doing, okay. double. Oh, and of course, Laser Gator had the earthquake, and now she's dead. She's moved on. That could have probably came in handy at this point if Pinball had that, but I don't know. That could possibly impair this fight with Drake, but I guess I shouldn't take that as a given because you never know what can happen. Actually, let me compare the special attacks. 94 as opposed to 139. Shockwave is a bit weaker though, so it's probably going to be maybe about the same. I know you don't have, you know, you've got that flying type, which is going to make it a regular hit, but I think Poseidon might be the best bet right now. And if I have to, I'll switch back to Caitlyn. I think it's probably gonna go for Hail, so I'm not gonna protect to see what it's gonna do. I'm just gonna go straight for Shockwave. Not quite half. Blizzard. Oh, okay. Playing no games, going right for the ace, going right for the finishing move here. Okay, that did 72. Do I risk a protect here and risk wasting a turn? I don't know. I mean, thinking of Drake, but then I'm also thinking of Steven, and now that we've lost Laser Gator, I don't think I can afford to lose Poseidon. I mean, we saw how Caitlyn dealt with the Surf, but then again, Blizzard isn't a move that you can assume is gonna hit. Because I can't just heal stall all day. I really don't think I have any other options right now. Shell Shock, if this thing uses Surf, any sort of water move, Shell Shock's done. She's got no special defense. She would be out like a light. Bubs, you know, if she gets hit with an Ice-type move, she's done. She doesn't have very good special defense either. Pinball, if I would switch out, I mean, you know, special defense isn't that great, but it's going to resist whatever it does. This could give me an opportunity to possibly set up, you know, heal Caitlyn, heal Poseidon. Do I want to go that? Do I want to go down that route? Because Caitlyn right now, with that paralysis and that much health gone, isn't going to be a factor in this fight at all. You know what? I think I'm going to try and play it cautious. I'm going to bring out Pinball. But does it know the one hitter? Oh, it went for Hail. Dagnabbit. All right, I guess that's the risk. I had to take there. But does it have the one-hit move? Does it have Sheer Cold? That would not be good. You know what? I'm not even gonna waste time here. I'm just gonna go for a full restore on Caitlyn. And then I think I might just switch out, maybe? Attract. Well, on the bright side, Caitlyn's a female, so I'm not gonna have to worry about that. So that basically just gave me a free turn to heal. This Hail isn't gonna do anything. And now I gotta kinda... Oh, but it's probably gonna go for Body Slam, so I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Maybe... You know, I'm probably thinking too much into the... Whoa, died. Okay. Now would be a really good time if I had Protect, and I don't. Okay, what do I do at this stage? Because I was gonna say, you know, if I tried to predict, like a Body Slam... Actually, wait, Dive isn't physical, so I can't bother... Was Caitlyn faster or slower? Hopefully she was slower. Yes, she was. Okay. Caitlyn is slower than Celio. We're back to the water type, but let's go ahead and hit it with the Thunderbolt. I don't know, this might knock it out, but I don't know about that 2-level increase. Yes, it does. Awesome. Nice. Nice. See, that's another thing. I don't want to be too overcautious and get one of my Pokemon killed by a dumb mistake. Alright, this is a Glalie again. I think this is her final Pokemon, so... The Pokemon I had intended on using in... Okay, no, she's got one more after this. But the Pokemon I have intended on using in this fight hasn't really been used at all up to this point yet. But I'm not gonna throw this... I'm not gonna throw a possible opportunity away by using... Okay, Crunch, that isn't good because it's special base, but it's okay, we didn't flinch or anything. But I didn't want to... Depending on what her final Pokemon is, I don't want to throw it away by using Overheat. And that critical hit, we may have needed that. I'll take that. So that Flamethrower, critical hit Flamethrower knocks out Glalie. Next, okay, Wall Rain. So she has 2 Celios and a Wall Rain. Man. I think we gotta go Caitlyn here. It's the same situation here because you know it's just a stronger Pokemon. Now that Hail Stopping's probably gonna help us out a little bit, but Bubs can't fight. Shell Shock can't do anything here. I might just have to use that same strategy here. Let's go in for a Thunderbolt, and I'm actually I think overall Thunderbolt. I don't know. See, this is where my my lack of expertise in Pokemon. Well, no, especially, you know, if Caitlyn's color change, if she's not going to remain normal type, I don't know for. Oh crap. So you see, what I'm kind of trying to think here is trying to gauge the power between Thunderbolt and Return. But if I had Stab behind it, then that would. If I had Stab behind Return, then that wouldn't be as big of a problem. But I think Thunderbolt overall is still going to be stronger. I'm gonna heal and hope it misses with Blizzard. Kind of gauge that off of Caitlyn's full health. And no, it went for Surf instead. Okay, you know what? Caitlyn can take another hit. I think I'll try Return just to kind of get. Okay, went for Body Slam, so that's actually gonna help Return out here a little bit. So let's go ahead and try this out here. Let's go for it, see how much it does. Ah, not quite, but we got a Citrus Berry. That's going to help us out. It's going to prevent Glacia from healing here. And I know it's weird. I'm going back and forth from, like, Glacia or Glacia. But, you know, I don't... If you're thinking, like, maybe this is heal stalling, I don't consider this heal stalling. Heal stalling I see is if, like, you're going to get, like, if, you know, an attack does more than half damage or half damage or something, you're just stalling for time. At this point, that didn't do quite half, so I mean, like a 3-hit, I don't consider that stalling. So I'm just gonna go in for the Thunderbolt here. Come on, Caitlyn. Be strong. Nice, nice. Staying alive here. This Thunderbolt should be the knockout blow, and it indeed is. Wall Rain is down. We have defeated Glacia. No casualties in this fight. Whew, man. That fight was more intense than I was expecting it to be. Oh, man. Alright. But we didn't lose anyone, which is vital heading into these next 2 fights. Because these next 2, man, they're really gonna... You know, I'm just gonna waste some... I'm gonna use up my lesser healing items here, like that Soda Pop, that Lemonade. We're gonna heal these Pokemon up. We're gonna heal them up right. We're gonna give them some organic stuff. Oh, man. Alright, and I'm sorry if it sounds like my voice is just a bit off, if my voice, like, goes out, if I'm kind of losing it a little bit here. I don't know. I'm not used to doing, like, later commentaries, and I'm actually doing this around, like, 11 o'clock, just because this happened to be when I had free time. But, yeah, I don't do this often. I'm actually more of a morning person, so I don't usually stay up too late. Maybe like 12 or 1 in the summer anyways, but I don't know. Let's... Okay, just kind of take a look here at things. I don't think I really need to use anything else right now. Pinball. Let's do this. Shell Shock. You do not need that berry anymore. I mean, that Asper Berry is not going to come in handy at all anymore. Unless there are no Ice Dragons, so that's not something to worry about. Now, the question is... Why do I seem to think that Salamence may have Confuse Ray? I mean, I could be wrong, and it wouldn't surprise me if I am, but... I feel like Salamence would know Confuse Ray. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna put that Person Berry on there. I'm just kinda... I don't know what it is, but I'm just thinking it knows Confuse Ray for some reason. Shell Shock, I think, is going to be a isn't going to factor in too much on this battle, but, you know, just in case, give her a, I don't know, a Cherry Berry? You know, Dragon Breath possibly could paralyze. Poseidon. I think I'm out of Ice moves, but maybe teach Blizzard here. You know, Shockwave isn't really going to factor in. Well, I don't know. Would I rather keep Aerial Ace or Shockwave? Because Shockwave is really only going to be useful against water types. And I don't think I'm going to see, because Steven's all steel types. You know, I think I might just... What am I even looking for here? I want TMs. I think I'll go with Blizzard on Poseidon. No, don't give. I want to use it. Do I have any that has higher accuracy than that? I don't think I do, but I just want to double check. I do not. So Blizzard is the go-to move here. Poseidon, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of Shockwave because that isn't gonna be too much of a factor in on Steven's Pokemon. Because I seem to remember Metagross or Metagross, Aggron, you know, some of them are like Steel Ground. Cradily, I think that's one of his Pokemon. You know, none of them, I don't see Shockwave really factoring in. Blizzard may come in handy in this next upcoming fight. Pinball obviously is going to be ace here, but Poseidon, you never know. I don't really have any other items to give him, but let's go ahead. Man, 16 minutes and I haven't even gotten to Drake yet. Wow. I'm actually kind of glad I split this up into 2 parts now, because this would be a really long video if I combine them all into one. But, am I forgetting something? I don't think I am. I want to be extra cautious heading into these fights, make sure that I've got everything, got all my bases covered. I got Max Elixir, Ether. Is there any that I could use at this point? Are there any moves that are lacking that may come in handy? No, you're all good. You're still good on Flamethrower. You're good. You know, I use my PP ups and everything, so that's not something I'm gonna have to worry about. You know, everyone's good. Alright. I'm kind of dreading this fight because I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know how it's gonna play out. Just all potential variables. But here we go. Taking on Drake. I am the last of the Pokemon League Elite Four, Drake the Dragon Master. In their I might just have to change this guy's voice, I can't keep up with that. In their natural state, Pokemon are wild living things. They are free. At times they hinder us, at times they help us. For us to battle with Pokemon as partners, do you know what it takes? Do you know what is needed? If you don't, then you will never prevail over me. Arg, mateys. I don't know, it's like a shadow from his hat, but I, for some reason, think he would have an eye patch. Leads off his Shelgon. Okay, I can remember that from my childhood days. Lead off his Shelgon. I am gonna gauge Aurora Beam here because I can't just go all out Blizzard all the time. That's not gonna work. Aurora Beam. Wow. Okay, that was enough to knock out Shelgon, but that isn't saying. Actually, Shelgon, as I seem to remember, is a pretty defensive Pokemon. Dragon Ground, so water would be neutral against this thing. But I think I'm just gonna stay out with Pinball. I might just go ahead and. I don't know if I really want to use Hail now because I don't want to give any of these Pokemon a chance to set up. But Flygon might be the Pokemon to do it against because I don't seem to remember if it is. I mean, I don't want to take anything for granted, and I would imagine that any dragon can learn Dragon Dance. But I definitely don't want to set up Hail against something like or Altaria. Definitely not Altaria. That thing's gonna know Dragon Dance for sure. Dragon Breath. I just gotta hope that I don't get paralyzed by that move. And now that I said it, I probably just jinx it. I'm gonna knock my wooden tray here so I don't. So hopefully that bounces it out. We got the double effectiveness, double super effectiveness to the ground and Dragon with that. Next up is Altaria. I'm still feeling pretty. Oh crap! This thing might know Earthquake. Oh wow. Wow. I did not think about that. Unless maybe that's just an Emerald that it would know Earthquake. Your defense is actually pretty high. I mean, it would be super effective, but defense isn't that bad. You're pretty slow. I don't exactly know what Altaria is. I have a feeling that Altaria is going to try to set up a Dragon Dance first. I think I'm going to go for Blizzard because I don't have enough faith in Aurora Beam to knock it out. Dragon Breath, okay, that's not terrible. That's not good. That's the opposite of good. Blizzard, hopefully, let's just kind of see how much this can do. Because now this is the point where the Elite Four fights get tougher. The levels are now basically, you know, we're evened up. Okay, we took down Altaria. That's good. That's good. But this is the point where things really get evened up. Another Flygon. I really want to stay in with Pinball, but you know, that paralysis, I gotta get that taken care of. Actually, no, I am gonna stay in with Pinball, and I'm gonna go ahead and... Actually, this thing was probably guaranteed to know Earthquake. But I think Pinball's defense could probably take an Earthquake. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and use a full restore here, not take any chances. But, you know, if I get into using Earthquake, and let's say, you know, Lord Arceus forbid that, you know, Earthquake does too much. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not fun. Bad Flygon. I may have to switch. Do I switch out against the Flygon or against Salamence? Because I really don't want Salamence to set anything up. I think I'm going to switch to Poseidon here. Why do I feel like this might know Rock Slide? I feel like Flygon might know Rock Slide for some reason. I just have a sneaking suspicion, and I just got paralyzed, and the hail stopped. I have a sneaking suspicion that this thing knows Rock Slide. Poseidon, how is your defensive stats? You are actually in the same boat as Pinball. They're not terrible. They're actually, you know, pretty good here, but... I think I might just have to try to I might just have to try to wait this thing out, see if it's going to derp around any of these turns. Especially with this paralysis. This is getting irritating. And it's getting really dramatic here. I might just... You know, I'm going to go for Hail here. Because, you know, any damage is good damage in this fight here. It's got Crunch, so that's Crunch, Sand Attack, Dragon Breath. I don't remember it using a fourth move, which, I mean, whether it's Rocks... No, I think if it was Rock Slide, it would have just used it there. Dragon Breath again. I think, if anything, its final move would be... No, because if it knew Earthquake, it'd probably be using it. What is its final move? Dragon Claw? Does this Flygon know Dragon Claw? Oh, well, that's actually not where I was hoping for the knockout. I was kind of hoping that it would live with a sliver of HP, which would give Drake the opportunity to heal, because now I gotta fight a Salamence with my Pokemon paralyzed. Both of the Pokemon I was planning on using in this fight. I don't think Caitlyn could have learned Blizzard, but maybe I should have thought about that heading into this. It's probably gotta know Dragon Dance, Dragon Breath, or Dragon Claw. It's gotta be one or the other. I'm pretty sure it knows Flamethrower. Maybe Fly as its fourth move. You know, I think I might go with another full restore here on Pinball. See what the thing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm talking with a lisp here for some reason. See what this thing is all about. We still got the Hail in our favor. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use another full restore here. I mean, I've actually been doing pretty good on healing items up to this point in the Elite Four. Okay, so it does know Dragon Claw, so I can... oh, wow. Wow. I'm pretty sure Dragon Claw is special-based, considering this was before that... Alright, so that's how much the first one did. I'm gonna go for Blizzard here. Dragon Claw is gonna do a ton, just like last time. Blizzard, okay, we hit it. Can this please be a knockout? That would make things so much easier. Come on. Yes! Yes, we did it. We defeated Drake. No casualties once again. In another pretty intense fight. I think the fight against Glacia was probably more intense, but that one was still pretty intense. I was, you know, having my doubts a little bit in that one. But of course I figured we'd prevail in the end. You deserve every credit for coming this far as a trainer of Pokemon. You do seem to know what is needed. Yes, what a trainer needs is a virtuous heart. Pokemon touch the good hearts of trainers and learn good from wrong. They touch the good hearts of trainers and grow strong. Go onwards, the champion is waiting. Oh man, champion is waiting. But you know what, before we do that, we have some healing to do. We got some healing to do here. I don't care. I'm going with lemonades. I'm cheap. I know at this point it does not matter, but I'm cheap. I gotta do this conservative healing business. It's just like, I don't know, an instinct for me or something. I just have to do it. I don't have any paralyzed heals, so I'll go with the full heal. And by this point, I'm just gonna toss my ethers, my elixirs, whatever I've got into these Pokemon. I mean, really, the moves are still looking pretty good with the 5 that I've got, but Thunderbolt, I don't think it's gonna be... Actually, this is probably a good point for me to, you know, consider my moves, consider my options. But you know what? I think I'm gonna do that in the next episode, because right now, you know, it's a little bit after 11 o'clock, and I really don't want to stay... I don't want to put too much focus into this. I don't know if... You know, because I've been up for a while. Like I said, I'm a morning person, so I get up kind of early in the mornings. So, this has been a long day for me. So, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and take a rest, take some time off before we go ahead and battle Steven. I mean, of course, for you, the viewer, it's going to be basically, you know, seamless, regular uploading schedule. But for me, you know, these parts are recorded a little bit in advance, so I got time to do editing and stuff. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead, come back to this with a clear head, with a more focused mind on Pokemon and the task at hand. Give me a little bit more time. I just saved twice. I don't know. Sometimes I do this. Like, if I save, I'm like, wait, did I save? But yeah, you know, just to come back, get a little more focused, get ready, get prepared for the task at hand, which is Steven, the champion of the Pokemon League, in the next episode of Pokemon Sapphire Nuzlocke. If you enjoyed, thank you all for watching. And as always, well, I should say, you know what, that didn't make any sense. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And as always, keep on YouTubing.